How good is liquidity swings by Lux Algo? You know, this is a question I have received from you guys, and I have gone through comments and some people say like, I don't really love indicators. It's basically true. Some indicators don't work at all, and some indicator can give you false signals, okay? But why do we really use indicators, or rather, why do I do reviews about indicators in my channel? I do put myself on beginner shoes, and let's say that's a beginner who wants to be a full-time trader maybe, and they really have to learn about forex trading. And so a beginner wants to execute trades, and you're there telling them spot liquidity, and you can use it as a strategy for you to execute trades. So this beginner will honestly be confused because number one, they don't understand what liquidity is, and as well, starting spotting liquidity on your charts is not that easy, especially if you're new in this industry. So this indicator comes to simplify things for us. And get me correctly, I say some indicators works well and some indicators don't really work well. So your work, or rather what you're supposed to do as a trader, is just knowing which indicator is more likely to work better. You make the best out of that indicator. That's what we basically do. So this video, I'm just going to show you whether this liquidity swings indicator can be reliable or not, or rather it is a cheating thing. You understand me? Because we have to make things clear for beginners. If you're experienced, you can use indicators or not. Personally, sometimes I do use indicators, especially maybe when I am traveling and I want to execute trade. I would just insert the indicator that I feel like they're working better for me. I keep on checking, like the liquidity indicator. I can add the indicator to spot support and resistance, especially when I'm using my phone and I want to analyze the market. You know, it simplifies things for us. So in this video, let's talk about liquidity swings by Lux Algo. Okay, so guys, welcome you to Money Close, the Forex Education YouTube channel. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing my voice, or rather it's the first time you came across my channel. I really welcome you. Kindly join us by subscribing to this channel, clicking on that red button, read and subscribe, and definitely you'll be part of this amazing family, because I believe and honestly know this is where you belong. Okay, so guys, before I insert the indicator on my chart, I would tell you that when it comes to liquidity, an indicator I prefer right now is the liquidity swings by Lux Algo. But how good is it? You understand me? So guys, right away, let's add the indicator on our charts. So just going to click on indicators tab. Once you click on indicators tab, you're just going to type liquidity swings Lux Algo. Click on it. Once you click on it, this is how it's going to appear right on your charts. And I talked much about this indicator. I'm just giving a review about this indicator the way I understand it, because I tend to have questions, people asking me about this indicator. Number one, let me tell you why I really prefer this indicator. It has differentiated, or rather showing you liquidity levels on different colors. You have a bearish liquidity zones and a bullish liquidity zones. Okay, so it will help you know where buyers are taking over, or rather where sellers are really taking over. Okay, and number two, I tend to test this indicator and it is not really repainting. You understand me? And number three, it is working on real time, because you can basically see even online market, this indicator is not really repainting as well. Okay, another thing I really love this indicator, I do tell you, not necessarily you look for your selling order on bearish liquidity zones, and not necessarily you look for your buying orders on bullish liquidity zones, because something like this can really happen. The market can break your selling liquidity zones and proceed to the upside, and as well the price can also break below your bullish liquidity zones and proceed to the downside. So that's what you're really supposed to keep in mind. So this indicator, what it does, once a liquidity zones, either buy or selling, is broken, it highlights the levels for you with the dashed line. So it will make you understand that that level over here has been broken. And also this indicator as well can help you know the trend of the market. I know you can ask me what I do really mean. Okay, so for instance, you don't really need to be told this is a consolidation right here. We have equal highs and we have equal lows. Okay, and at the top over here we have a bearish liquidity zone, and at the bottom over here we have a bullish liquidity zone. So when it touch the bearish liquidity zone, it proceeding to the bullish liquidity zones. Once it touches the bullish liquidity zones, it proceeds up to the bearish liquidity zones, and so on and so forth. Okay, It can help you really know the trend of the market. And as well, let's talk about a trending market, the uptrend and downtrend over here. So you expect to see on downtrend bearish liquidity zones over here, bearish liquidity zones over here, and you expect to see bullish liquidity zones over here and bullish liquidity zones over here. How can it really tell you that you are on downtrend? The bullish liquidity zones, they are broken below. Like for instance right here, you don't need to be told it is a downtrend, okay? And when these bullish liquidity zones tend not to be broken below, that can really signify a potential reversal. And as well, just for clarity, the bearish liquidity zones on downtrend, they are respected, okay? So it can also help you understand the downtrend, and I've explained to you how you can identify this on downtrend and also on a consolidating market. The same applies when the market is rising. You expect to see bullish liquidity zones on these levels over here, and that's why you expect to see the bearish liquidity zones on these levels over here. And on uptrend, it's opposite to downtrend, simply because the bullish liquidity zones here, they are not broken, but they are respected. And as well, the bearish liquidity zones, they are the one broken above. Remember, on downtrend, they are respected. So right here, they are broken above, okay? The same applies right here. We have a very perfect example on what happened right here. So you never needed to be told that a potential reversal, or rather an uptrend, is taking over the market, okay? So guys, that's what I do say. Honestly, knowing about this indicator, number one is trying to make the best out of this indicator, understanding how you can use it correctly, not necessarily relying on it to show you liquidity. You can as well use it as what I've told you to really understand the trend of the market. Problem I would say with this indicator, and I would love to clarify this, whenever a breakout, or rather when you see this dashed line, it's actually highlighted even before the candlestick closes, okay? And after said this on live markets, and I told you in my previous video, what you're supposed to do is waiting for that candlestick pattern that tends to break the structure to close. Once it closes, you can definitely tell that that's a breakout. So it is plotting this dashed line, or rather the breakout, when the breakout candlestick pattern hasn't closed yet. And remember, we have false breakouts. So you have understood the problem with this indicator, and what you're supposed to really know is how to fix it. So knowing that it is plotting this when the candlestick hasn't closed, just wait until the candle closes, okay, and know that's a breakout. Okay, so guys, let me hope you've learned something from this video, knowing that the importance of liquidity swings by Lux Algo. If you're an experienced trader ready to spot liquidity on your charts, kindly let those who have not yet learned how to spot this to use this indicator, because I am 100% it's working perfectly. I've tested it not once, not twice. I've talked a lot about this indicator, and I had to clarify this because I'm getting questions from you guys asking more about this indicator. It's called the liquidity swings by Lux Algo. Okay, so guys, you can take the positive side and also the negative side, and as well the negative side, I've shown you how you can solve that problem. That's why I tell you, try to make the best out of this indicator. It's perfectly well, and I will tell you, when you rely on it, learn about liquidity strategy, you're basically going to make money. And remember, in liquidity, we have something we call inducement, okay? And I promise you to do a video about liquidity and inducement. I'm basically working on it, and once I am done, I will post right here. So subscribe if you haven't, like this video as well, and turn on your notification bell, because that video will drop anytime from now. Okay, so guys, let me hope you've learned something about the liquidity swings by Lux Algo. Is it cheating? Sometimes when it comes to breakout, but is it reliable? Definitely, it is really reliable. Okay, so guys, continue working hard, because I really know one day your hard work will pay. So what do I say, guys? Bye bye, see you in my next video.